Okay.
If someone has a firearm, yes, my firearm will be out.
Okay, so if somebody has a firearm, your firearm's coming out.
Yes, in the world we live in today.
Whether it's a legally carried firearm or not, your firearm's coming out.
Yes, for my safety and the safety of the citizens.
Okay. Is there, I'm just asking a question, it's an honest question, is there anything that you're aware of in Florida law that says an officer has some superior right to be armed over a citizen's right to be armed?
Repeat the question?
Is there any?
Oh.
Is there anything in Florida law that says you, the officer, have a right to be armed more so than a citizen has a right to be armed on a public pier?
Objection to four.
I believe we have to be armed. I just can't remember the statute at the top of my head.
So you think there is something in the law that
I believe
says
so, yes.
that? Okay. Do you know why it took as long as it did to find out whether or not these gentlemen were breaking any laws?
Once again, I don't know. We were waiting for our commands from our supervisors.
Once you had them in handcuffs and had the guns taken away from them, did you search through anybody's bags?
From my recollection,
You personally?
me personally, I don't believe so.
Did you see any other officers going through anybody's bags?
I can't remember, sir.
At some point, did you hear any directions given to look through coolers to see if there was anything else that y'all could find that they were doing, these fishermen were doing illegally?
I can't remember if there was an order to look in the cooler.
Do you remember one of the people complaining almost immediately that his shoulder was injured?
Yes, I do remember one individual complaining of his shoulder.
Do you remember another individual complaining that his cuffs were uncomfortable and too tight?
I cannot remember that.
Okay. Did you ever hear any of your fellow officers make any derogatory comments about the fishermen?
No.
You never, did you hear anybody ask the fishermen, well, what did you expect, or words to that effect?
Well, they not in that type of line, but they were explained that due to the situation, that's why you're in, because we're pending our investigation in that line.
Okay. What crime, at the point where you walked out on that pier and drew your firearm, what crime did you believe was being committed?
Objection to four.
The moment...
I'll back up. I'll rephrase the question. When you walked onto the pier and drew your firearm, did you believe that there was a crime being committed or about to be committed?
We don't know. That's the point, because we could say it can be committed because at the end of the day, due to the location, you have cruise ships. Now, like I mentioned, I keep repeating the families